Welcome to the world of audio ambition, where we use our passion for all things related to the transmission of sound to answer your most vexing questions. Have you ever wondered how an acoustic amplifier works? When you turn on your stereo, MP3 player, or amplifier, the sound you hear can be attributed to a specific type of motor that runs the device. The motor is the tool that allows the device to transmit sound from the speaker to the receiver or amplifier. The only problem is that many new people who buy these devices don't know how does an acoustic amplifier work. Understanding how an acoustic amplifier works will help you understand what is happening when you hear the music. The motor in the device is a rotary shaft, and the shaft runs the width of the device. It is divided into two parts, a part that makes contact with the speaker and a part that applies force to the speaker. For the motor to be effective, it must have a gear at its base that will allow it to rotate at a constant speed. This part, called the drive, is the part that drives the shaft. As the shaft rotates, the motor pushes against the speaker and opens up the baffle. As the bass drum hits the music, this can create resonance at the speaker's rear. This is the part that produces the sound waves. This is a good place for the motor to be located because the air pressure in this area is low. An acoustic amp motor is used in all types of audio devices that require the transmission of sound. They are also used in consumer products, especially car speakers. The advantage of having one is that you can set the speed at which the motor rotates, which is why they are popular in earphones and subwoofers. When choosing a motor, you must know the style and size. Once you find the right style and size, the next step is selecting a motor suited for your device. Some common types of motors include linear motors, step-down motors, pneumatic motors, and step-up motors. Finding the correct tone is very important since you want to achieve the most clarity with your sound. The tone you hear from your earphones is caused by how the motor sounds in the system's impedance. In this case, the impedance is the resistance of the device, and the tone is the actual sound. The tone is often called the sum if you plan on getting an amplifier that uses many outputs. You may want to purchase a pre-made tone as it can be found in the manufacturer's manual. It is also a good idea to test out different motors so that you can find the right one for your system. In conclusion, understanding how an acoustic amplifier works will help you understand how to choose a motor. It is best to spend some time researching before you decide on any type of motor. Having a quality product is important for years to come, and a quality motor is a way to get that. Many people ask the question, what is the best acoustic amplifier? The answer to this question is really simple, whatever you can afford. Although a good system should offer you all the features you could want in your amplifier and speakers, a lot of those features are included in bigger systems. Most of us do not have the money for such a high-end system. To know the best acoustic amplifier for you in your room, you need to first determine what features you need to find in your amplifier. If you are only concerned with the sound quality, then you can probably get by with a single speaker system. A good acoustic amplifier can allow you to send several speakers through a single wire from your amplifier, eliminating the need for multiple speaker stands. It can also help you to have a larger number of speakers in your room because of the multiple connection options it offers. The various outputs on an amplifier will allow you to connect many speakers at the same time. As a result, you can run them all through a single line, eliminating the need for multiple speaker wires. Another feature that can help you reach that high quality sound you want is the ability to run the bass pipes through the same wire as the treble pipes. This is called a crossover and is something that is typically found on more expensive systems. You also want to be sure that you understand the different ways you can control the sound quality of your speakers. If you are looking for a subwoofer with the highest bass, you may need a better system than a single speaker system. A good amplifier will also allow you to have different output levels so that you can adjust the volume to suit your needs. You may also want to look for a box or enclosure that has built-in controls to help you get the best sound quality. There are many different types of amplifiers that can give you the results you want, but it is best to understand the different types. When you understand the differences between amplifiers, you can choose the one that is best for you. Are you looking for a way to enhance the sound of your home or office without paying a huge price tag? The answer to that question is no. However, if you're interested in discovering the numerous benefits of an acoustic amp, stick around to find out more. What does it take to call it an amp? Acoustic devices are devices that utilize various acoustic modules to produce sound. They do not require any power source at all. Most models come with power cords that are wired to your existing power source. But for those who want to go wireless, it's possible to acquire such an option as well. It's also important to know that there is quite a bit of variation in the basic definition of an acoustic amp. Although all modern devices will utilize a small device such as a speaker or amplifier to function, it's important to understand that some designs will incorporate components from a variety of different brands. You will be able to find such products on today's market that utilize components from Bass Labs, Focal, Yamaha, Novatech, and Bose, just to name a few. More often than not, these products are sold by manufacturers that are focused on producing high-quality sound. After all, they are still focused on making sure that customers find themselves satisfied with their purchases. Hence, they make certain that all components used in such devices are top-notch. So, what are some of the other, more important considerations to take into account? First of all, any amp will be encased in a housing, which should allow you to examine the finished product. You should be able to see a thorough overview of the structure of the cabinet, as well as the machining, paint, and other details of the construction process. The enclosure of the device will usually come with mounting brackets. In many cases, these brackets will be bolted to the main structure of the device. At times, you may also find that they're meant to function as one of the 3 required components for mounting, such as clamps, foam blocks, or tape measures. Acoustic amplifiers are typically sold in 2 different forms: direct box and ported. On the other hand, direct box devices are installed in a tight box that houses the device. Ported devices, on the other hand, are similar to an open cabinet. These are usually larger than direct boxes and will have more volume and sound reproduction options.
Get the whole story at epacifichealth.com.